Do you find that now scientists, the upcoming scientists now are more atheists than? Welcome to the Revo Report. We're inspiring faith with reason and reasoning with faith.
I don't know. I think a lot is going on there. There have been Elaine Ecklund is a sociologist who's done a lot of studies on this, on the way people, especially scientists, feel about religion. And there are surveys, and Pew has some surveys, and it's hard to interpret. It looks like it also depends on what questions are asked, but it looks like, yeah, most scientists would not consider themselves faithful. But not by a huge amount. It's a very large minority that are faithful, something like 40%. They have a faith. It may not be Christianity, maybe Islam, Hindu, Jewish, and then surveys come out with what are called the top scientists, which are people in the National Academy of Sciences, and they have a very high number of atheists. What people don't understand is that is a self-selecting organization. They vote the members in, and there are some incredibly good scientists who've been denied entrance because they're Christian. So it's a fallacy to use that data to say these are the best scientists. Yeah, they're all good scientists, but they're the best scientists who are not Christian.
I see. It's self-selecting.
It's self-selecting, yes. So anyway, there is a lot of prejudice against faith in people roughly of my age, which is, well over 60, 65. And there is some at some other ages, but younger scientists, I think less so. I think there's more openness, and that may increase. But that's just a guess. We don't really have great data on that. Yeah.
There's some people are saying there is a shift. You were mentioning Justin Brierly, and he's talking about how perhaps the younger generation are coming to God, and with everybody's looking to the U.S., everybody's looking at Trump getting elected, everybody's looking at the executive orders that he's signing, and some are suggesting that there may be a shift now back to God culturally, where for a long time, for several decades, there was a shift away from God, that perhaps now that pendulum is kind of swinging on the other side. Do you sense that?
I do, but I'm not sure what it has to do with Trump. I think it started before that, and I think it's not relevant to the politics. I think what I think is happening is people are starting to wake up to the fact that atheism provides nothing. It's a negative point of view, and many people have said that. If you ask them, why do you believe in atheism? I don't believe in atheism. I don't believe in anything.
Right.
Well, the problem is if you take atheism to its end, and there are people who have done that, and Dawkins has done that. What you end up with is there's no purpose, there's no meaning, there's no right or wrong, there's no good or evil, there's no there's nothing. It's just you live the best way you can. There's no really particular good reason to be moral. At least they haven't come up with one, except it's good to be moral. And some of them say that evolution makes morality because it works better. People who are moral, who are good to each other, do better than people who are bad to each other. Yeah, that's one of these just so stories that really isn't science. No, the truth is that every human being on the planet, no matter what faith or lack of faith they have, knows that there's something that's good and something that's bad. They may disagree on what that is, but they know that there's evil and there's good. Where does that come from? Animals don't know that. Oh, dog, bad dog. They look at you like, I don't know what he's saying, but it seems upset. So I don't know. Good and evil are human constructs. Where did they come from? Well, you could say it's part of human evolution. I think it's part of the human soul, and that came from God. So, there's another proof, other evidence. So I don't know. I think